Hey guys, Tim here with the Long Hair Gardener. I hope you are having a great October so far. I am back in my garden again, and this time today I am doing more winterization and basically like fall cleanup. It's that time of year where I basically just have to get everything done because we're getting close to having some nights, some really cold nights. So I have, for the most part, brought in all of my house plants and any plant that I was afraid may get damaged by the cold weather. But there still are a few things in the ground that I have to dig out that are bulbs or corms. So I'm going to dig out the upright elephant ears today. I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm a little sad to have to do this because they still look pretty good and I have a lot of them. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm also going to dig out a dahlia that's just not really working for me anymore. It's beautiful when it blooms, but it always gets really tall and flops over basically no matter how I try to stake it up. So I'm going to dig that out and replace it with some alliums. I have 4 allium bulbs, and I'm just going to put them in 2 clusters here in the garden. So as you are probably going to notice, it does not look great back here, and things are very wilty. We have not had a lot of rain, so things are very dry. So I just wanted to point that out. They're not going to look great. But let's get started by taking out these upright elephant ears out of the pots. I anticipate that this will be fairly easy just because they are in pots. The ones in the ground, which are these guys right here, are going to be a little bit more difficult because it's going to require some digging. Also, I need to be careful. Alright, my camera battery died, but I'm back. I think I was saying something about how I need to be careful about digging up these upright elephant ears because I do have a lot of bulbs in here. This is the dahlia right down here. Hopefully you can see it. It's very sunny right now, but I have this support that I tie it up to, and it always just is not looking good, or not at least what I want to be dealing with. So let's just come over here, and I'm not going to film me removing all of these elephant ears because it's pretty much the same process, but I will just kind of pull these out right here. It's like practically falling out of the pot already, so it's not even a dig. It's just I'm gonna pull this bad boy out of here, and that's what I'm gonna be doing with the rest of them. And it's the same process with the elephant ears that I did with the caladiums and some of the other plants that are bulbs and corms. I basically am gonna pull them out of the ground, let them dry for a week, come back, cut off the foliage, and then store them in my basement. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the rest. I'm not going to bring you along for all of them because there are there's a lot, and I'll just show you what they all look like once I get them out of the ground. Hopefully by then the sun will have gone behind the building. Okay, what a time. Those came out relatively easily. And I think it's just because the ground is so dry. They were able to kind of pop right out of the ground. Let's come over here and take a look. Sorry, the sun is like really harsh right now. I should have mentioned in the beginning and should have put gloves on, but I did not. Good thing to note is that these particular elephant ears, you don't want to get the sap of the leaves, and I think even the roots on your fingers, because they have some kind of like crystal, oh man, I'd have to look it up. I forget. Basically, the sap irritates your skin and feels like little pricklies in your skin, so you want to avoid that by wearing gloves. I did not. So hopefully I don't have any problems. So this is what they look like when they are out of the ground. It's so sad when I have to take these out because look how beautiful they are. You could, if you had the room, you could grow these inside as a house plant, but as I've mentioned many times before, I do not have the space for all of these, or any of these actually. I have a lot of house plants. So I'm just gonna let these sit here now for a few days, let them dry out, probably about a week before I cut the tops off and bring them into the basement for storage. But they came out pretty easily. While we're over here, talking about bringing in more things, the sweet potato vine down here, this guy right here, has a huge, it looks like a potato, sticking out of the ground. So I'm also toying with the idea of maybe digging that out and seeing if I can bring that in and winter that in the basement. Overwinter that in the basement. I don't know if I said that correctly. So I might dig that out as well. But these are all out now, the elephant ears, and ooh, it's looking bad over here. But I took those out because right down here is where I want to put those alliums. So let me go get the alliums and pop those in the ground. First, let me dig out this dahlia that's destined to leave. Right here is that dahlia I just dug out. Ooh, that tuber is rotting right here, but these other ones look fine. Maybe my mom will want to try that out. So I've decided to just go ahead and do it. This sweet potato vine, although this Mexican petunia is kind of covering it a little bit, but I think this is going to be another situation where I can just come in here and dig it out with my hand. It's my favorite garden tool, is my hand. Let's just come in here and cut that off. There we go. I wanted to not disturb the Mexican petunia. Just gonna leave it in this pot because I wanted to see if maybe it will overwinter. How nice would that be? Wow. Hopefully you can see what's going on here. Sorry, I'm like trying to dig this out with one hand and then hold the camera with the other. Wow, look at that. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be that big and that potato-like. So I am going to do the same thing and try to store this over the winter and see if I can get that to come back next year, because I love overwintering things. That way I don't have to buy them next year. Let's get these out of here. Bring all of this stuff over to my trash pile. While we're over here, You can see what this looks like without the upright elephant ear. It's very sad now that I have that huge hole. And let's look at this banana tree. So I'm pretty sure, these canna lilies are kind of leaning over or blowing over a little bit. I might go in there and cut those back as well. So I think that's everything now that I needed to remove from the garden. No more digging, no more overwintering. I will bring in the agave, but I think everything else is gonna just stay out here for the winter, including this banana tree. I think this is cold hardy up into zone 8 and I am a 7B, so I think I'm gonna risk it this year, because I've said in other videos my garden is protected by this wall. I'm just gonna do a little spin here. There's a wall that just surrounds my entire garden. It's a block wall. It helps protect against wind and kind of insulates this garden. The cement holds in heat from the sun, so I feel like I have a little microcosm environment of my own back here, which I think growing zone 8 is not a stretch for this particular environment back here. So anyway, I don't think I want to dig out this banana this year because it's huge. It's kind of a hassle. I just don't have the room. So I think that's the last thing to address is this banana. So that will be another video where I'm going to kind of like cover the base of this plant and try to overwinter it. But I think everything is out of the ground now, and most of it is in the basement already. But I do want to pop in those alliums, and then we'll be done for the day. All right, these are my allium bulbs. So I have Globe Master, that's what these are, and then these two are Gladiator. If you're not familiar with alliums, they are those big, like, circular and globe purple flowers. I'll see if I can find a picture to put up on the screen. But anyway, you plant them in the fall and then they pop up in the spring. So I am replacing my dahlia with 2 alliums, and then I'm going to squeeze these other 2 alliums in another area where I think they will look great. All right, so I am going to place them right here beside this yucca. I think they would look really great in the spring to have them popping up right here. They do need to have full sun, which is what this location is. So I think we're gonna do like right here, and then maybe just back here. So let me reposition myself. I was trying not to break stuff, but I think I did anyway. So, wow, the ground is very, very dry. I have so many bulbs already in this garden. There's something coming up right here. I just pushed a bulb out. I think I hit this one. I think that's the same one I hit when I was putting in the alocasias. So I don't think anything happened because I damaged it. So I think it's okay. Not okay, but it's fine that I just took it out because it wasn't doing anything anyway, because I already heard it. So you want to space these. Most of these bulbs have instructions. So I read that they need about 7 inches deep and about 6 or 7 inches apart. So this is really hard to tell. Let me put it in the sun, but this is the bottom, this flat part, and there's like a little like tip or point up here. That's the top. So I'm just gonna place that in there and do the same thing over here. There are lots of bulbs everywhere in here, so I'm doing the same thing. I don't know if that is 7 inches. My hoary actually is 7 inches. Sorry if I just blinded you with the sunlight. So maybe it's not quite. Let me just go here just a little bit deeper. After all, I want these to have the best chance of survival as we can give them. There we go, it's a little bit deeper. So I think that's good. Again, not to sound like a broken record, but it's kind of warm back here anyway. So I think they should be safe right there. So there's that. I don't even know what this bulb is, to be honest. But I might replant it somewhere else, just to see if anything happens. Okay, and the other two, which I'm throwing around, we're gonna go over here where the dahlia was. Just all of my elephant ears. Sorry, guys. All right. Probably a greater chance that I'm going to hit another bulb in this area because there's just so many bulbs. I keep telling myself no more bulbs because I have too many already, and here we are planting more. It's kind of a miracle I did not hit any. Okay. Let's do a little bit deeper. Oh, spoke too soon. Here we have, this is actually a part of that dahlia. And here's another bulb, so we're gonna have to find a home for that one. I have no idea what that is. I think that should be good. Is this more dahlia? There is more dahlia here. It's very difficult for me to get rid of this dahlia. It does not want to leave. Okay. Let's hope that is deep enough. And we're gonna just pop these guys in here. There we go. And then hopefully in the spring we will have some beautiful alliums. Just kind of, maybe since we're here, maybe I'll dig a little bit off to the side and put this mystery bulb back in here. I don't know what that was. It's probably a good chance that that was a hyacinth. Okay, so there's that. It's very dry. Get rid of these dahlia tubers. I'll just add them over here. Alright guys, that's everything for today. That hopefully concludes my fall cleanup. Although I should probably mention I have my Elvira shirt on, if you're wondering who that is, for Halloween. It's just around the corner. The only other thing that I need to maybe do is take care of this hyacinth bean vine, which is up in this tree. I mentioned this before. Gorgeous, I love it. Look at all these bean pods. but at some point I will probably need to pull that down, and I can also collect those bean pods for new vines next year. But thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you are having a good time in your garden and are getting prepared to move into winter if you are in an area that experiences the winter season. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next garden video. Bye.